I'm with Sean Woolley, Managing Director of Cloud9 Spain, and we have some news, or you have some news, and that is that you have joined the Agents Association called the LPA. Los Posh Agents, is that what it stands for?
Very good, very good. No, actually, Alfredo, it's the leading property agents of Spain. And people may have noticed me over the last year or 18 months or so, kind of railing against the LPA. And I think it was just the lack of knowledge and also the fact that I viewed it as a bit of a closed shop. And you know what? It is. That's exactly what it is. And the reason it's a closed shop is because they are there to promote the highest standards of practice in the Spanish real estate sector. So they only want to invite in companies that they vetted and that they want alongside them. So this is a kind of peer group saying, yeah, we think you are professional, that you're trustworthy, that you've been around for plenty, that you have an office, that you're not going to run off into the sunset. So it's an acknowledgement that we are part of that group. There's only 45 members in total. So it's, when you consider there's probably near 1,500 real estate companies, if not more, in our patch between Malaga and Sotogrande. That's quite something. It's a very small percentage of the agents out there. And look, this is not about size. It's not about, all one-man bands are useless. They're not. Some of them are amazingly good. But I think it's a recognition of a similar way of working, a similar code of ethics and conduct. And we had to, it's not an easy process. It's not a painful process, but it's not an easy process because you have to be
Getting to join, you mean?
Yeah, so you have to be invited in. You then have to be seconded, third. There's I think 3 or 4 agents who have to say, yeah, we want these guys in, and then it has to go to a vote. So it's not an easy process. And but we're in, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. And the reason we did it, the reason we were joining and we're happy to join is because there are so many agents out there. And I've always thought from a buyer and a seller perspective, it's like, who do you choose? Who do you choose to go and look at properties with? Who do you choose to list your property? There is no regulation in the industry. Anyone can set up here and do this. So this is an association of property professionals. I suppose it's a self-regulating body, which is not ideal, but it's the best we can do at the moment. And it hopefully weeds out the unethical, untrained agents who don't know what they're doing, don't know where they're going, because we still get lots of inquiries from agents to look at our listings, and they often say, right, can you send me a location pin of where the Golden Mile is? And it's like, really, you're in Marbella real estate, you don't know where the Golden Mile is? So you think, if you don't know where you're going, how the hell is your client going to cope with that? So it's to weed out that element that does exist, so that you should feel assured if you work with an agent on the list of members, that you're working with a company that knows what they're doing, knows where they're going, has been around for a while, has an office, and is working to a code of conduct, albeit self-regulated.
Am I right in understanding then that the message isn't that out of 1,500 or 2,000 agencies, there's only 50 something professional ones, but more that it's a small group that are gradually going to be building up their membership and inviting members to join them that they feel are professional within this closed group. Is that right?
Yeah, the latter. So I think when you bear in mind that they've only been formed since 2020, so they've only been going for 2.5 years. So, but you can see that they're doing it, bit by bit. They're not just going out saying, come and join us, we want 400 members. No, it's very much a quality over quantity exercise for the LPA. They want to invite members in. Of course, they want to grow, because that's great for the industry. But the way they're doing it is very selective. So it doesn't mean if people aren't in the club, if they're not in the LPA, that they're useless. No, not at all. But the 45 members that are within the LPA at the moment have all, what I would say, they've all earned their stripes in terms of they've been here a long time. They've dealt with a range of situations involving clients and developers and other agents. And so they know their way around, and there is a common element of professionalism. And if somebody breaks the code, then they're out.
So from what you can see then at the moment, at least, rather than, because there's different types of agencies, groups representing an industry, rather than being something that is aiming to represent the whole industry, it's aiming to represent quality within the industry? Would that be?
It's absolutely, it's quality. So, there's companies in that list that have got 20, 30, 40 staff. There's people who've got 5, 6. So it's not about, as I say, it's not about the makeup. It's about the quality, and it's about those companies that are viewed as professionals. This is why the peer thing is very important. That it's the peers who are saying, yeah, we think you're one of us. We see you as like-minded in terms of the way that you do business. So we'd like to invite you to become a member. Do our other peers agree? And then it's a democratic process, but it's also very selective. And we haven't gone knocking on their door. In fact, if anything, I've been critical of them in the fact that they haven't been opening their doors. But now I understand why, and the fact that it has been a bit of a closed shop, but for a very good reason. Oh, I haven't pressed record.
Second time is always better.